Hi everybody, sorry I'm getting in late again today. I'm coming live from Highway 6. This is at Cairnway, where I've been coming to. The water has receded. You can see I'm now on the other side of Cairnway. Water's gone back a few feet. They were doing rescues over here, but Cairnway was actually, it was clear up to Cairnway yesterday. I've been up to Barker Cypress and nothing has changed. Queenston, it's cut off on Clay Road in Queenston. So this is the next point. And I'm going to keep pretty much coming back to this point. If you watched my earlier video, the day the hurricane was hitting, I went over Addicks Reservoir and it was pretty much empty. I think at this point what I'm going to keep doing is, this is the road I was on. I was on Highway 6 at the time. And I think I'm going to keep coming back down here until basically I can travel that road again. So if anybody's curious how long I'm going to continue to do this, pretty much until that time. Another couple things though, I want to do more than just give people, updates. Ooh, wow, water's going down, water's coming up. But just to give people an idea of the situation out here and what's been changing, what's been happening. Right now they've got another, they're saying that the water's going to rise somewhere between 10 and 15 more days. So they're calling for evacuations, continuing to call for evacuations. And right now they're saying if you're on the east side of the reservoirs and you're currently underwater, you don't expect any difference for the next 10 to 15 days. And that's just as long as we don't get at least an inch worth of rain. We are expected to get rain on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but it's not supposed to be an inch worth, so let's cross our fingers on that one. Another thing too is in order to get people out of their homes, because many people are not wanting to leave, they're telling people that, hey, if you're worried about your possessions, don't worry about it. They say that they have extreme high altitude vehicles that are looking over the flooded neighborhoods and coordinating with law enforcement on the ground or on the flooded streets, as the case may be, to coordinate and to go in and pick off looters, to get looters out of there. So how true that may or may not be, I don't know, but that's what they're saying anyways. And right now they're basically saying that water's continuing to rise, that if you are in an area that is flooded, to get out of it, to do not try to stay there, and it's a health risk, and you're putting law enforcement and first responders at risk. Right now, as far as the freeways go, Sam Houston at the Beltway and Beltway 8 and Buffalo Bayou is completely underwater. You cannot pass through there. 59 finally opened up at the San Jacinto River, both northbound and southbound traffic. Highway 6 is underwater, and this is, pretty much the road I'm on right now. Highway 6 is underwater from this road all the way down, it looks like to Westheimer, or at least almost to Westheimer. So then you've also got parts of Highway 90 east of Richmond that are also inundated and underwater and probably unpassable.
Yeah, I got a Houston ID, but I got to try to get to a parking tomorrow.
One of the other things is that the Harris County and the Fort Bend toll authorities have decided to waive all of the tolls for now, so you are free to use the tollways to get around town. So many freeways being flooded out, this is kind of helpful. Let's see. Another thing is they're predicting right now 136,000 structures in Houston. I don't know if that's Houston or Harris County, if that's just Houston proper. They're saying that those are flooded. And they're saying Jackson Oaks and the Harvard Oaks subs on West Lake Jackson are still rising right now. So if you're in that area, or if you have relatives or family in the West Lake Jackson area, that would be the Jackson Oaks and the Harvard Oaks subdivisions. And over at Richwood, all of those are either underwater or under evacuation, or they are rising, so they're expected to be underwater. So let's see. I got a couple other things written down here. Like I said, I want to give people just an idea of what's going on. We're getting a lot of the help that we need down here right now. A lot of the rescues, at least on the outside on this end, have cleared up. I haven't seen any. One thing of note, going back to the looting, they're saying that 97 guns were stolen from 3 different Houston stores, which is kind of alarming. I wish I could report that there's no reports of looting, but unfortunately that's not true. Even in Houston and even in Texas at times like this, we do have human nature. And one last thing before I go is that Metro has actually decided to restore some of its services. They've got limited routes. You go to their website and you can find out what places they're getting in and out of, and they're updating that as they bring more places online. But again, this is Highway 6. It's unfortunately later than I wanted to get out here, but there's a lot of cleanup efforts going on. There's a lot of volunteers, but there's a lot of need for volunteers, so I encourage everybody to get out and do whatever they can, wherever they can. Money helps, backbones help, hard-working hands help. There's a lot of people that need it right now. So if you know somebody that's in need, even if it's just simply donating some food to a shelter, there's over 250 shelters opened up in Harris County alone. So, you know, that they can all use your help. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot this up now. Y'all have a good night, and I'll get back with you tomorrow.